Hello all you lovely people. Thank you for watching and tuning into my channel. I am on another hike today, and I thought that we would maybe talk a little bit about my goals for the AT and maybe some fears. And I have Sherman with me, so he's in his bright orange. Hunting season is over, except for maybe bow hunting, I think, but that doesn't really happen a whole lot around here, so we're gonna hit the trail, and I will chat with you then. See you soon. Okay, so we're on trail. As you can see, I'm kind of bundled up because it's windy. It's cold. It's about 33 degrees, but with the wind chill, it's probably more like, I don't know, 20 degrees. I have my pack fully loaded. It's about 30 pounds right now. It's got pretty much everything that I'm gonna bring. The only thing I'm missing is my sleeping pad, and I'm changing that up. So I haven't, it hasn't come yet. It's supposed to be delivered on Wednesday. So once I get that, I will be testing my sleep system again outside in my backyard in the woods there to see if that works well. So I thought I'd make a video today about my goals for the AT. So like I said before, I'm planning on starting the trail the end of February, beginning of March. My plan or my hope is to finish by the end of September. What I'd really like to do is finish on September 23rd, so that I can summit with my husband on our wedding anniversary. I thought that might be kind of cool, but it's okay if it doesn't happen. That's fine. My goal is to hit roughly 12 miles a day while I'm hiking. I want to try to take like 4 zeros a month for rest and resupply. I know that these plans are probably not going to, I mean, they're not set in stone. I'm willing to be flexible. That's fine. But that's my plan for now. And I would like to resupply every 6th or 7th day, and resupply on a 0 day, not on a day that I'm hiking, because I don't want to go into town, resupply, and then come back on trail. I like to take the day to just do all my errands and rest. And maybe take another 0 while I'm the day after, just to have a day of complete rest before I hit the trail again. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but that's my plan anyway. Some of the things I'm really looking forward to on the trail is I'm excited to go to the Grayson Highlands to see the ponies. Very excited. No, I won't try to pet them or feed them or anything like that, but I just want to see them. I'm very excited about that. I'm really excited about summiting Katahdin. It's in my home state, and I've been to Katahdin, but I've never summited. I summited its sister mountain, Kineo, when I was 5 months pregnant with my first child. So that was kind of cool. But I'm really looking forward to summiting Katahdin. What else am I excited about? Other goals. I wrote them all down thinking I'd remember them if I wrote them down, and I didn't. Some of my other goals, I guess, I'm really hoping that doing this trail is going to help me with my confidence, build my confidence, build my self-reliance, my self-awareness. I'm really hoping that It will also strengthen me emotionally and physically. That's something that I think everybody needs to work on a little bit, but I feel like it's something I've neglected on myself for quite a long time. Sherman, come on. Not sure what he sees. Squirrel or something, I guess. So, yeah, those are my biggest goals. Summoning Katahdin, seeing the ponies at Grayson Highlands, building self-confidence, building my mental and physical health, and just self-awareness. I am looking forward to the community that I hopefully will connect with out there, but that's not my main goal. That's kind of like a bonus for me. I'm really doing this for me and totally selfish reasons. I just feel like I need to get to that. Hold on a sec, there's a dog. Sorry about that, guys. There was loose dogs on the trail, and Sherman wasn't too keen on it. So, but crisis averted, and we're back on track. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yes, the goals. I think I got that covered. Let's talk about my fears. Yeah. So my biggest fear, I think, is that's a tough one. I think my biggest fear is my illness getting the best of me. I have myalgic encephalomyelitis, or ME for short, and it definitely affects my stamina big time, and I'm hoping that that doesn't get in the way of my ability to complete the trail. That being said, I will listen to my body and take breaks when I need to, and not push further than I should most of the time, I guess. Another fear I have is, no, we're going this way, buddy. Another fear I have is being too cold. I get cold quickly and easily, and it takes me a very long time to warm back up again. So that's why I'm spending so much energy into figuring that out, getting my sleep system correct so that I stay warm enough, getting my layering system worked out so that I can stay warm enough. Another fear I have is sleeping outside by myself. All the noises and everything kind of freak me out, even though I know that most of the time it's squirrels and chipmunks and the wind and deer, harmless things, but they still freak me out. Another big fear I have is running out of money. I haven't been great with putting money away for this trip. I've done okay. I just don't have as much put away as I had hoped. I was hoping for a little bit of a cushion in case, for the what ifs. I don't plan on gold blazing or whatever you call it. I don't plan on spending a lot of money. I just plan on spending what I need to spend. And maybe occasionally treating myself to eating out at a restaurant or something. Maybe staying in a hostel an extra day or whatever. But I plan on going as cheaply as possible. And hoping that it doesn't put too much of a financial strain on our regular household expenses, because we're going down to one income for a little bit. And that we've done it before, but it was definitely a struggle, and I don't want it to be a struggle again. I know it's going to be a little bit tricky, but I want it to be as easy as possible on my husband. One, because of the guilt factor that I have, and two, I'm getting to do this grand adventure without him while he holds down the fort. So I want him to be able to relax a bit and not stress too much about the money aspect of it. Come on. Sherman seems to be really, really nervous for some reason today. I think it has something to do with the wind, but I'm not positive. I'm on the Dodge Point trail again today. Very crowded. There's a lot of people here. So another fear that I have is being homesick. Knowing that I'm leaving my husband home alone because my daughter's going off to college, my son's moving to California, so he really is going to be alone, and that kind of bums me out. So that's a fear that I have, that I'll get so overcome with homesickness that I'll want to quit. But it means so much to me to do this trip and to finish that I don't think that I'll quit unless I feel like it's too much of a toll on my body or on our finances. Those are the only two reasons that it would take me off trail. Come on, Sherman. That's really it. Those are the only two reasons that I would get off trail, is if we ran out of money or my body just couldn't take it anymore. Hey guys, I'm back home. I realized once I got home and started editing the video that I just took, the microphone wasn't working. So I spent like 20 minutes talking to the camera and there was no sound. So that's kind of a bummer. Anyway, I did leave off with talking about my fears, and there was one other fear that I wanted to mention, or two maybe. One of them was that I do have a fear of heights, and so I'm really kind of nervous about some of the sections where there's kind of steep drop-offs and stuff like that. It's not like paralyzing fear, but it is definitely a real fear. So that's another fear that I have. And then the other fear that I have is getting lost. I do have the Far Out app that I will be using for the entire AT, so that will help with that. I also have some guy line that reflects, so if I ever have to get off trail to go to the bathroom, do my business, then I can tie it to a tree and unravel it to the distance that I am, so I'll find my way back to the trail. Also, I do have the same guy line tied to my bear vault, so I can tie that to a tree and then follow it back to the trail or back to my campsite, whatever. So those things will help. I'm also hoping that I might be able to hike with somebody that has better sense of direction than I do. Although I do plan on hiking mostly alone. I know plans always change and things will definitely adjust as the hiking trip goes farther along, and plans are definitely not set in stone, and I'm extremely flexible about whatever happens. So I just want to have a good time out there and be safe. So those are my final fears. So I do have steps that I've taken to prevent or relieve some of those fears. But I'd say the biggest fears that I have would be the money issue and my health. Unfortunately, money, it makes the world go round. That's the way it is. That being said, I do have to give a shout out to all of you for subscribing to my channel, and I don't know if you're spreading the word or not, but I get so excited every time I see that there's more and more people subscribing to my channel. I intended this to be, just to document my trip for myself and my family and friends. But I definitely am excited to see that there are other people out there that are interested in watching my videos and watch me babble on about my plans and all that. So that's really awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We did hit over 150 subscribers, so I'm really excited about that. I never planned on this channel to be, how do I say it tactfully? I never planned on the channel being anything other than documenting my trip. That being said, if it becomes monetized, I'm not gonna say, no, thank you, I don't want that. It will definitely help pay for the trip and help relieve some of the financial stress on my husband too. So if you want to spread the word and see those subscriber numbers jump up, that would be so awesome. I'd be so grateful. I'm very excited. If it doesn't work, if that doesn't happen, that's fine. The whole point of the channel is to document my trip. So again, that would be another added bonus for this trip. Also, I don't want me documenting the trip, doing these vlogs, to take over me enjoying and being fully present in the moment. That's gonna come first. And if I think of pulling out the camera to video or say something, then I'll do that. I'm not gonna make any promises as far as how often I'm gonna post video, because again, my priority is to be in the moment and enjoy the trail. But I will do my best to vlog as much as I can when I think of it. And also when people comment, that's another thing I want to say thank you to, is the comments that you guys have put forth are just so kind and helpful. The advice is awesome, and even some people have a little bit of a sense of humor, which is great. I love that. And I try to reply as much as possible. I know sometimes I'm delayed by a day or two, but I apologize for that. And I know it's probably going to get a little bit worse once I get on trail. And if the subscriber numbers kind of bump up to a number where I can't reach out all the time, I'll do my best. I'll at least try to like everybody's comments because I really do appreciate it, and I want you guys to know that. So, yeah. So I guess that's it. I'm just rambling now. But it was a great hike today. I was carrying a full pack, and I intend on doing that from now on. Every time I go for a hike. I'm going to switch hands because my arm's getting tired. So I intend on hiking with a full pack every time I go out. I might not take Sherman every time because he is not going on the trail with me. But I will take him as much as I can because I do enjoy hiking with him. I did want to talk a little bit about the preparations that I'm doing to prepare my body. And I think I mentioned that on the video, but that was the part I think that the audio gets screwed up. I think the microphone stopped working or something. I don't know what happened. Anyway, probably one of the times I had to shut the camera off because we had people on the trail or whatever. The microphone may have shut off and I forgot to turn it back on. I don't know. I'm not very tech savvy, so I apologize for that. Anyway, so some of the things that I'm doing to prepare my body for the trail is I do hike. I try to hike 2 to 3 times a week. They're not super long hikes, but they are, you know, they're long enough. And I don't want to spend all my time away from my family to prepare for the trip because I'm already going to be away from them for so long that I want to enjoy as much time as I can with them while I'm here still. So 2 to 3 hikes is good for me. I'm happy with that. I also do Pilates and or yoga 5 days a week. I would do 7, but you know, life gets in the way sometimes and I don't want it to be a chore. So I do it as much as I can and when I want to do it, and I'm pretty good at doing both of them at least 5 days a week. So sometimes I do it 7 days a week, but most of the time it's just 5. And that seems to really help with getting my physical strength up, and my stamina is boosted greatly also for that. Some of the things I'm doing for my mind preparation for the trail is these videos, of course. I just kind of wear my heart on my sleeve and just say everything. And I'm also talking a lot to my family, friends, coworkers about this upcoming hike, trek through the woods, and that really helps too. Obviously, nothing's going to completely prepare me for the trail except for the trail itself. So I'm so excited. I can't wait for the day to come. And I also, you know, I'm just really excited. So I want to thank you all again so much for watching, for tuning in, for spreading the word, and all of your kind words that you have shared with me. I really appreciate it. So happy hiking, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.